Hey everybody, welcome back to All Bites Matter. I just got home from work and I had a package and I know what it is. So let's open it up and take a look and maybe lay some fingers on it and see what we think. So stick around, maybe grab a soda, beer, some popcorn. Let's break into this box. All right, here we go. Cut the tape because it's kind of hard to do with one hand. So look, I did order this from Tackle Warehouse, I believe. So, there it is. Yep, that's it. So, we got the old chop block. I got the 8-inch. Just came out the other day. We're gonna take a look at it, see what we think. So this is 2.2 ounces, 8 inches, glide bait. And it's slow sinking. It's got a 2-aught hook, and the back stinger hook is 3-aught, which looks pretty interesting. I believe this is the bone. Which one is this? Is this the burnt bone? I'm going to have to look on the... where do they... let's take a look right here. It is the... Yep, burnt bone. That's correct. All right. Let's open this thing up. So give me a second here. It's hard to do with one hand. I'll get it open up more. All right, sliding it out here. Let's see if we can do it one-handed. Okay, so comes in a pretty nice standard package. The Nessies come in pretty much the same package, I guess I would say. I have a bunch of those. The only thing different is this here, it looks like, and which is a just a type of cover. All right, so yeah, it's pretty. Feels kind of consistent of a Nessie. Got the brush tail. Let's see if I can pop this thing out of there. There we go. All right. Interesting. So the first thing I see that I could only see online, and I didn't really, is this interesting stinger hook. And it's got a magnet back there, which is pretty cool. Let's get down in here. So it's got a bend in the hook so it can go. Oh, there's a little. Okay, all right. So if you guys can see that. Focus, phone. Gosh, there we go. So if you guys see that, hopefully you can see it really good. Give you a nice clear view. I don't know how sharp that is. Ooh, yeah, those are pretty sticky. You can see it showing the skin off my finger. I'm barely touching it. So it looks like they used some string here with some heat shrink. They have the standard. Ooh, dang, that thing's sharp. Looks like the slides in the body, and then you got the clip there, so you can rig it a couple different ways. Looks like you can rig it this way, or you can slide the third hook inside the body. And then you have the clip here. It's pretty normal. It does have the Berkley scent in it, so feels pretty sturdy, pretty heavy. It's kind of weird here if you guys can see. Let me see if I can get that. But the front is definitely way skinnier than the back. And that's how they must have got the action to it, in which we're not going to throw it in this video. I just wanted to break it out and show you guys kind of what we're looking at. So I believe they make this in a 6 8 and a 10. If I remember correctly, I might have that off. They might even make a 3 or 4, but I know they make a 6, and I know they make an 8 and a 10. So multiple different colors. This is the burnt bone. They make just the white, and then they had shag colors, sexy shag colors. Is that a ball bearing? That might be a ball bearing swivel. Sorry, my dirty hands. But that could be a ball bearing swivel. Pretty heavy duty snap ring there. See if we focus that in. That thing ain't gonna break. Let's see how sturdy that is. Oh, you have to excuse my wife's car there. Well, that seems interesting there. That kind of moves around. Oh yeah, I feel it all the way inside moving around. That's there's something on the inside. It's probably like a lot like the Nessie. There's a whole wire system that's in there. But yeah, it kind of moves around. Feels weird, but this eye look, it's super sturdy. Let's mess around with these eyes, see if they're, yeah, these eyes are in there good. I'm squeezing them and trying to get them to pop out. Let's see here. So they should have the mesh in there. It looks like they do. You can get a close-up of the pattern, which is probably just a net. I used to paint baits a long time ago, probably freaking 13 years ago. And you just put a netting over and spray that. And they probably have better ways of doing it now, but let's see here. Is there anything else? Let's check out the brush on the tail, see how well it's in there. Oh yeah, that thing's baked in there. You can see they probably melt that thing. Well, they got a little pin through there maybe too. Yeah, it comes all the way up to here. Seems pretty sturdy. I'm trying to stretch it so fish are biting just the tail. Seems pretty good. That stinger hook is freaking cool though. I'm telling you that. That's pretty good design. Somebody took some time. That hard plastic mount there. So when it comes off, oh yeah, that freaking, listen to that thing snap into place. That's a pretty heavy duty magnet. Let's see how much it takes it to get it off there though. Ooh. Oh, no, it ain't too bad. We'll hang it down, so. I was curious if maybe the magnet was too strong and it'd be hard to get the bass off. Let's see that thing clip up. Yeah, it seems pretty sturdy. Sharp, ouch. And then you line that up, looks like. And it should click in. Yeah, there we go. They had to really figure out that length of that rope. I wonder if you have to do that, like make sure you don't, if you have it too far back, if the action's going to get messed up. Yeah, maybe not. It looks like it moves around pretty good. You could probably adjust this. Oh yeah, I don't even have this hook in there. Right, so. Well, if you guys want to see anything else on this, I will make a video of it in the water. Bring it into focus here and show you guys. But this is just a close-up, hands-on. It feels super sturdy, durable. Now, if you're freaking accidentally catching some walleye and stuff, I have a feeling it's gonna get a little tore up. But I think it'll handle some of that, especially how meaty this thing is. Like, look at that back tail; it's freaking thick. Give me a second, and I'll pull out a Nessie, and we'll take a look at that and compare. All right, let's pull this Nessie out. Hey, if you guys haven't seen this, I don't know if I've showed this, but this sweet, I think it was like $4, maybe $5. Not even that, I don't think, at Harbor Freight. Look at how many swim baits I have in this thing. So I got, and I don't have them all in here. It holds quite a bit, and then I also have one for the soft plastic swim baits. These 2 clips in the front and then one in the center. Opens up for a couple bucks. It's freaking nice. Keeps them all, and I like to keep you guys look at some of my other videos, I like to keep the soft plastics in their houses so they don't get distorted. You pay good money when you get a lot of them, so that's that. Same thing here. You can kind of... Only thing I didn't like really is if these little ribs in here that I think keeps the lid rigid. You know, it kind of pushes down on the boxes, which keeps it secure, but if they stick up too high, you have to try to reorganize. But I got a ton of freaking swim baits in here, you know, I got 2 draws down in there, and I can get that chomp will go in here, or chop block. So we got the little Nessie. There we go, Nessie 7. Let's take a look at these two and do some comparisons and see what we might see that's different. All right, we're back here. Immediately, what I'm noticing is obviously these right here, these fins. It's got the same clip, same swivel. This is a 7, by the way. Maybe even the same brush tail. But I'll tell you what, look at that, dude. That thing is way softer, which is not bad. Just means, like, you know, folds up in the bass mouth, no problem. Let's look at the body. Oh, it's got the big back tail too. I forgot, really. But it doesn't seem as, you know, like they say, chop block. It's not as, like, beefy. Let's lay these next together. So this is an 8-inch to a 7-inch. And you can definitely see there's more girth on this one. Anyways. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it is, because the bigger Nessies actually work pretty good. I'll tell you what, this one here, oof, it's tough. Those, only thing I see these work good is like over a bed, because it just sits there and annoys the fish. It just sits still, and you can kind of get a little twitch, but it doesn't walk very good. But it does pretty good over beds. This does pretty good, especially smallmouth. They really like this. And the funny thing is they do short strike the backside quite a bit. So with this, I wonder, I could probably implement something. I wonder if I glued one of those magnets to this and had put a little stinger off the end. I think that would probably work. Could be pretty much the same thing, kinda. I do have a bunch of little itty bitty magnets that I could glue on there, so I don't know why I couldn't try that. Just cut down a treble hook. Somebody else thought it before I did, though. That's awesome. Let's see. All right, well, there's a little comparison and a first show of the chop block. I keep wanting to call it chomp block, but it Chop Block 8 by Berkley Power Bait. And like I said, has the scent on it. I can smell it from here, just like all Berkley baits. Well, you all, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching this quick video. And like always, kind of see me weird here, but take a kid fishing. You know, it's coming to the end of the year. Kids are going to be, you know, not being able to fish because of the cold weather, sports and whatever. But hey, get out there, take them out for the weekend or weekend day or whatever you can do. Keep them out of trouble, keep them in sports. We got to keep the future going. So we'll see you on the next one.